Now today we're going to show you how to reset a TPMS sensor on a Chrysler or Dodge. Now when you go in to reset TPMS system, usually I had the problem on a Jeep, which is a Chrysler vehicle. So you go on a Jeep Cherokee 2011 Grand Cherokee in this case, and you go down to 2011. It says, as you can see here, it says inflate all tires and drive for 20 minutes. Now the customer is going to be waiting for it, but we don't want to drive it for 20 minutes while the customer is waiting. It might take 20 minutes, or not even 20 minutes, probably about 10 minutes if you do it the other way. So you go back out. Now this is on a Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep. You put test sensor pressure. Now why do we want to go under there? We hit yes, yes, we select the vehicle. Now it's going to give you an option of 4 wheels or 5 wheels. 5 wheels is if the spare tire also has a sensor. Now on most vehicles, sometimes the light's not going to reset because the spare is very low. You have to make sure that the spare has 60 psi or whatever the door jamb sticker says that the spare should be inflated to. This case it was a 4 wheel, and it's gonna hit it's gonna say left front. You select the tire with the arrows, and you have to hit this button to test the sensor. Now you hit test sensor, is gonna pop up and give you an ID number. Okay, so once it pops up and gives you an ID number, now step 2, this is for you not to drive the vehicle 20 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't even reset. Step 2, you're gonna get your scanner and you're gonna get into that vehicle, Grand Cherokee 2011. You're gonna hit activate, or you're gonna type it in manually, or the scanner's automatically gonna detect it. Now right here I'm using a Veris Edge. It has a 4-channel lab scope as well. So yes, you go in there. Now as you have the sensor ID, I don't have it hooked up to the vehicle, so it's not gonna let me, you're not gonna be able to see what I'm gonna do, but it gives you an option. Once you go under the TPMS system, it gives you an option to program the left front, right front, left rear, or the right rear sensor. You're gonna hit the left front. You wanna do the programming on the left front, and we're gonna go back out because it's not gonna let me hook up to the vehicle. I don't have it hooked up to the vehicle, but that's just a short way of how not to drive the vehicle for 20 minutes. You use this TPMS 3 to get the sensor ID. You use this scanner to input the sensor ID just for that wheel that you're gonna program, and you're not even gonna have to drive the vehicle for a quarter of a mile when the light is already off, therefore avoiding you to spend 20 minutes just driving the vehicle. You probably spend about 10 minutes getting the sensor ID and inputting the information through the Veris Modus Ultra, whatever scanner you have that lets you access the tire pressure monitoring system and lets you input the code, the sensor ID. You input it in and you'll drive it for less than a quarter mile and everything's done. You give it back to the customer in less than 20 minutes.